Hello students, let's continue our discussion in object-oriented concepts module 5. So event handling, some of the topics we have discussed, we have seen in the previous video. So next is the swings. So I'll be covering the or important points of from this topic, that is from this subsection, that is swing. Okay. So chapter 22, which covers event handling concept, 29 and 30 we have a concepts from swing. So some theory concepts are listed first, that is basics about swing, origin of swing, key features, components and containers, swing packages and so on. Let us see them one by one. Let us begin with the basics of or introduction part from the chapter swing, that is 29. Yeah, chapter 29 from the standard textbook, introducing swings. Let us see the basics of swing then. Okay. Go through the statements which is given as an introductory part. The origin of swing. Swing did not exist in the early days of Java. Rather, it was a response to the deficiencies present in Java's original GUI system. So what does GUI stands for then? GUI, which refers to graphical user interfaces. So students, no need to worry much about what is swing and all. See, it is very simple. If you open Facebook or any web page, what are the things you are going to see there? You will be observing different kinds of statements, different kinds of icons, isn't it? Like login, then username, password, such labels will be there, followed by some text box which can take your username or your password, right? Then various types of buttons like submit, cancel, clear, whatever. Even you must have seen some kind of check boxes and multiple choice questions which will be containing radio buttons, isn't it? If you select one, the other one will be automatically disabled. So if you go for the second choice, then the first one will be automatically disabled, isn't it? So these are all the various features which you are familiar with in a day-to-day life over internet. So we'll be discussing about how to implement or how to generate such type of features using Java. It can be done with the help of the concept called as swing. So swing is a very, very simple and interesting topic, guys. So it is simple because it will be having a similar structure. It will be having the most of the coding part, okay, or the the statements in the program will be same for most of the examples. And it is interesting because we are familiar with it. And you can visualize how does it looks and all. See, if I tell you check boxes, you can visualize how does check boxes looks, isn't it? If I tell you about the icon like submit button, how does it looks? And once submit is pressed, what will happen? Some action will be taken, right? So you have to have the concept of plug and feel. So look and feel component should be there. Look and feel in the sense what? See, once the submit button is clicked, it should look like a switch. The clicking action should be appropriately displayed to the user. If you haven't observed, you please observe, open the Facebook page, okay, either it can be on the desktop or whatever on the mobile. You fill your details, user ID and password, and click on submit. How does it looks? It looks like the button is pressed, isn't it? So that look and feel component should be added. Java provides us the look and feel component as well. So we'll be discussing much about the various components which we can simulate using such type of components. I mean buttons, then text boxes, labels, okay, such type of components, how to develop them and how to handle the event. Handling of event in the sense like button, once the submit is clicked, some action should be taken. You should be taken to the login page, isn't it? You should be redirected to the corresponding server. Login page or home page you should be taken to, isn't it? Such action should be taken. So how to perform such task, that we will be discussing throughout this chapter. Okay, very interesting topic, guys. So swing is built on the AWT. They are saying AWT stands for Abstract Window Toolkit. Please remember AWT, which stands for Abstract Window Toolkit. So this AWT concept, which tells you briefly about the servlet as well as applet, where applet stands for application program and servlet stands for the server side program. Okay, they are standalone applications. They run using the applet viewer, or even using browser they can be executed. So Java is basically built on, you must have seen the window and all, right? Pop-up windows, then warning messages and all, right? such type of pop-up windows or warning messages, whatever can be implemented, can be built over the concept applet, servlet, using such type of concepts. Actually Java Swing, which follows or which is built based on the concepts of Abstract Window Toolkit. Next is the features, two key Swing features. So Swing features. Swing was created to address the limitation present in the AWT, Abstract Window Toolkit, because limitations are nothing but, see, Abstract Window Toolkit, all the types of components, like what I told you earlier, like your checkboxes, radio buttons, then tabbed pane, various trees, tables, menus, list, such type of features we can easily create using Swing, which is not possible actually. All the types of complicated structures and all cannot be created on the AWT. To overcome that, concept called as Swing is introduced. There are two key features. Two key features are highlighted here, as you can see. It is a lightweight component and pluggable look and feel. Lightweight component. Whenever you speak about weight in terms of programming, always lightweight stands for in terms of memory, it consumes less space. And pluggable look and feel component, just now I told you, look and feel. If you click on submit button, how does it looks? It looks like button is pushed. It should look like, whenever you are developing such type of features, then obviously it should look like a push button. If you click on submit, you should have a feel that you have pressed the particular button. If you haven't observed, please observe today itself. Okay, open any login page, then fill the details like your user ID, password and all, and click on submit and see how does it looks. So that is what one of the key feature, that is pluggable look and feel component. Along with another one is the lightweight. So Swing, two key features of the Swing. Same thing is explained here. Swing components are lightweight. It is explained the meaning of weight. Weight in the sense it consumes less memory. Then Swing supports a pluggable look and feel. It is also called as PLAF. Pluggable look and feel component, PLAF, it is also called as. Very important topic, guys. So theory part, easily you can answer these questions and all, straightforward question as well. Okay, another important topic we have here, that is MVC connection. MVC, model view controller, it stands for. The visual component is a composite of three distinct aspects. The visual component of the Swing, visual component, one, what is displayed to the user, which actually contains three different components or concepts in it. One is model, second one is view, the third one is called as controller. Model stands for the way that component looks, when rendered on the screen. This is called as model. Easily you can, this is the general knowledge, guys. How does it looks? We call it as model. Then how does it reacts to the user? what we call it as? We call it as view. The way that component reacts to the user, we call it as view, and the state information associated with the component, we call it as the controller. Okay, the state information associated with the component. State information in the sense, for example, suppose you have developed a radio button with two options, true, false, or yes or no. The state information with respect to the first button will be either true or yes, second button will be false or no. That is what the state information, guys. And view is what? How does it appears to the user? Say, how does it appears when once you select a particular radio button, there will be a dot put in between, right? In between that circle, right? A radio button, in the sense, it looks like a, how does it looks? See, it looks like a circle, isn't it? And if you select this, what will happen? A dot will be inserted, or dot will appear in between, isn't it? Then of course, the way it is rendered on the screen for the first time, we call it as model, right? No matter what architecture is used to implement a component, it must implicitly contains three parts. That is what explained. Over the years, one component architecture has proven itself to be exponentially effective. MVC, model, view, controller, or MVC for short. In MVC terminology, the model corresponds to the state information associated with the component. You see here, you have taken the example of the checkbox. Please go through the explanation. Hope the contents are visible, right? In case of checkbox, the model contains a field that indicates if the box is checked or unchecked, isn't it? The view determines how the component is displayed on the screen, including any aspect of the view that are affected by the current state of the model, and the controller determines how the components reacts to the user. For example, go through here. When the user clicks a checkbox, the controller reacts by changing the model to reflect user's choice. Same thing, I have taken the example of the radio button. How does it looks? It looks like there will be a dot inserted in between. View is slightly updated, isn't it? Please go through the explanation, guys. Although the MVC architecture and the principles behind it are conceptually sound, the high level of separation between the view and the controller is not